Shout out to the chat. Shout out to these YouTube streets. Shout out to these YouTube streets. My name is Arabian Barbosa, 914 Westchester County, New York. Coming to you with another live video. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 3 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. And I'm up. And I'm awake. And I'm thinking about taking a cigar out of my cigar pack and smoking me one while I do this video. I was asleep earlier, you guys. I did a video earlier. That video was only a little over 12 minutes. And right after that, I fell asleep. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I am no longer the sunrise. I am the sunset. I'm 3:15 in the morning. Shout out to the chat. That means I'm getting older. And a little wiser as time goes on. As you see the name of the title of this video, I'm not going to be talking about the Vatican right now. I'm not going to be talking about keys for cash right now. I'm going to be talking about watching the company that you keep. Watch the company that you keep. Watch your cipher. Now, I went live yesterday, right? Well, not yesterday, but Friday. I went live Saturday. I went live Friday. I went live, I believe, for most of the week. And I had to review a video that I did. And the title of that video is, Am I Right or Am I Right? And it looks like I'm right about a lot of things. And when I tell people to watch the company that you keep, and I mean that shit. Because just because you like someone doesn't mean that they like you. Just because you respect someone, that doesn't mean that they truly respect you. And time tells all. Time reveals all. I went live on Friday afternoon. It had to have been like after 2 o'clock that afternoon. It was raining all that day. So I had left my house, my residence, 3 o'clock in the morning to do the walk. I was there at my destination before 5 o'clock that morning. I was there before the dispatcher got there. And the dispatcher drives. Shout out to the chat. I waited there after 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. By 11 o'clock, I was already out the door because the rain had slowed down. The rain was no more that particular morning. I knew the rain wouldn't come back for at least an hour because I looked up the broadcast for the weather before I left the dispatch office. But while I was there, I was talking to some of my coworkers about the way that company used to be, how they used to take care of their workers. That doesn't happen anymore. Times have changed, things have changed, people have changed, faces have changed, the jobs have changed, the tickets are not the same. Your work hours ain't going to even be the same. People don't change overnight. People don't change overnight. And I'm going to tell you something. Some people's words outweigh others. Some people's words outweigh others. Shout out to the chat. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Watch the company that you keep. Watch the people that come into your life. Those that respect you and those that disrespect you. And you got to remember, when someone calls you outside of your name, when they mean it in a derogatory way, when they do it on a public platform, and then they double down on what they do, you better watch that person. Sometimes you can make mistakes picking people as, acquaintances on these YouTube streets. You can make mistakes picking people to run with or to ride with or to rock out with on these YouTube streets and in real life. My circle is very small in real life. I don't hang around a whole lot of people. I don't do a whole lot of mixing up. I don't do a whole lot of socialization. There's no need for me to do it. Why would I do it? Because sooner or later, you're going to find out people are fake and phony to your fucking face. People are not who they say they are. It's okay to make a mistake, but it's not okay to double down on the mistake. Shout out to the chat. What happened on Friday in my chat, Friday afternoon when I went live, to me, it was a good video. There was something going on in my chat between two women. Two women YouTube creators. One I've been knowing for years. The other one I just met. I can read very well what goes on in my chat. I don't read it all the time. I'm not concerned about it all the time. But a lot of times I like to converse with the people that are in my chat. I like to say hello. I like to say good morning. I like to laugh. I like to ask questions. I like to have conversations with people in my chat, in the chat, on the link. There was something going on in the chat. When I saw what was going on, I asked the aggressor to stop. Because I saw who typed what first. I tried to ignore it, but sometimes you can't ignore. You can't ignore shit. And it was brought to my attention that the person I told to stop with the foolishness don't respect me. And I'm talking about just Jay. So I was kind of surprised when she did that. So I went to her channel and I hit the link over there to talk to her. I don't know what happened. I must have got dropped down or something when I tried to come back. There was no resolving of the issue. So I dropped back down. I left. Lonnie was live because this is what happened between Lonnie and Just Jay in my chat. I went over there to Lonnie. I asked Lonnie for the link. Lonnie dropped the link. Me and Lonnie talked about it on her platform, on her channel. And she took the time to explain to me what happened. And I thank her for doing it. It's just as simple as this. If I'm in someone's chat, right? And let's say I'm in a disagreement with someone, and let's say the host of the channel says, Arabia, I need you to stop that, or Arabia, do you want to hit the link? Because when that shit happened in my chat on my channel, I dropped the link. I asked people to come up to hit the link. Nobody wanted to come up. Lonnie said she didn't want to bring whatever issue to my channel. And Lonnie was not the aggressor at that time. I can honestly say she wasn't bothering anyone. Just Jay feels that I'm going to take up for Lonnie because I've been knowing Lonnie a long time. It's not about taking up for people. It's about, I asked you to stop disrespecting her in my chat and you refused to do it. So that shows right there, you don't have any respect for me or my channel. And I haven't done anything to Just Jay to disrespect her or to make her feel bad or uncomfortable. And then she proceeded to call me a bitch. She proceeded to call me a bitch. Why you want to call me out my name and I never called you outside of your name? When people was disrespecting Just Jay all over this platform, I didn't do that. I didn't follow suit. And I'm not going to follow suit now. I'm just going to do what I do and just be more careful next time dealing with people on this app. Because I see right now you can't be friendly with people. You can't be friendly with them. You got to let people be great. You know what I mean? Me and Lonnie, we haven't always gotten along with one another. We haven't. I'm not going to sit here and say, yes, we've always been friends and always been friendly with each other. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. We didn't get along all the time. We didn't agree all the time. We didn't see eye to eye. We even went to war a few times with one another. But as time went on with the bullshit, we both decided to stop. We separated for a while. We didn't talk to each other for a long time. And then we started associating with each other again. But I got respect for her. She got respect for me. And that's the way it's going to be. And nobody's going to come in between that. Nobody. And if people don't understand that, they just don't understand. I'm sorry. I can't help you. I think there's been a lot of people on this app I've gotten into it with. Some you can, agree to disagree and you move on. That's what you do. I don't see anything wrong with me, doing what I'm doing right now. It's my platform, it's my channel, and I'm not going to get up here and start calling people out of their names because I don't need to do that. I don't need to get into my feelings or get all emotional and be like, oh, well, X, Y, Z. I don't need to do that. I'm going to be who I am. If I like you, I like you. If I don't like you, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. People on this app that I don't like, trust me, I have let them know I don't like them. KB, I don't fucking like. Garrick, I don't like. Russell Red, I don't like. Easy Dizzy, I don't like. Damn D, I don't like. TJ, I don't like. Clara Booker, I don't like. If you do something I don't agree with, at least I can tell you. Just like Queen Regina the other day. She did something I didn't like. Queen Regina didn't run for me. Queen Regina came to my channel. Queen Regina was respectful to me. I was respectful towards her. We talked a little bit while she was in the chat. And Queen Regina was very nice to me. Queen Regina has always been nice to me. All these fucking years. I have never heard Queen Regina not one time call me a bitch. I've heard Sister T call me a bitch. But after me and Sister T had our falling outs, what did we do? We was able to agree to disagree, and we was able to move on. That's what we did. I'm trying to remember who else called me a bitch on this shit. I'm just trying to remember. I'm trying to go back in my memory. Maybe some of the men, but not too many of the women. I won't say that. Just like the other day, Keep the Change came to my channel. Me and Keep the Change had a few words, but at the end of the day, Keep the Change was like, I'm not leaving you, Arabia. I'm going to stay right here. And we agreed to disagree. I love Keep the Change. I've been knowing Keep the Change for 3 fucking years. So no matter what Keep the Change do, I'm all right with her. I look at Farmer Nancy. I'm all right with Farmer Nancy. We don't agree on certain stuff. You know what I mean? But that's it. I've been knowing Farmer Nancy for a couple of years on this app. I look over there. I see 27 Darren. I don't know if I ever argued with 27 Darren or not, but if it did happen or if anything exploded between us, we decided to just, be us. She was honest with me, I was honest with her. That's it. End of story. There's no misunderstanding. I love 27 Dan. How many years I've been knowing her? Rarely Live TV, same thing. It's a lot of people. I have nothing bad to say about nobody. Because if I talk bad about people I like, then that shows me that I'm a jackass. That's what it shows. But I can disagree with someone all I want and then do it in a respectful manner. I don't have to go off the hinges and start hollering and screaming. That don't make fucking sense. And I'm not going to do no pile up because I noticed that some people want like a pile up, on certain people. And I don't feel that's right. I don't. And that was one of the things Birdman used to always tell me while he was still here. He said, watch the company that you keep. Real life and all that social media. I went not too long ago and I was looking at one of my brothers. He's on social media as well. He's a 5%er. He's been a 5%er most of his life. He started out as a teenager. I went over there to go see what he was doing on his social media, and I see someone that was trying to have a beef with my brother. Trying to have a beef with him. And one thing I've learned about my brother, he is never the aggressor. He's never the aggressor. And I know he didn't go back and forth with this person on social media. I know he didn't. Knowing my brother, he probably left out of his house and confronted the man. Because that's how my brother likes to do. He confronts people. If you're on social media and you're close by and he knows that you got an issue with him and you're tippity typing all that shit. Now he did this to a dude that live in the same city he live in. My brother got off his social media and he went to that man's house. Confronted him. That's what he did. My brother told me a long time ago, he said, Ray, I ain't got no time to play with nobody. He said, I ain't got no time to play no games with nobody. He said, Ray, watch the people that was around us a couple of years ago. Watch what the fuck happened to them when they started playing games. Remember what happened to them. I remember. So I was watching on the YouTube streets this evening, and Sis and Finichi, it seems like rabbit versus rabbit. And I said, oh my God, it's finally happening. Because Finichi been had his own channel. He been had his own channel. He been had these grievances against Ro Rich and Sis for a while. Around the time Ro Rich and Finichi fell out, that's when everybody knew it was the end for that. It was the end for them. It was the end of their friendship or whatever they had going on. And sometimes you got to be careful with dealing with people behind the scenes. Like if you're dealing with people from behind the scenes, you got to know that person, even if y'all do have a falling out, that person ain't going to really do something to hurt you or to tarnish your reputation. You know what I mean? Because people can do that if they want to. It could be simple. It could be something very simple. It could be something very simple. A miscommunication, or maybe you feel that the person ain't supporting you like the way they might be supporting other people, but you don't have no evidence. You don't have no evidence that this kind of stuff is going on. You know what I mean? So you really can't jump to conclusions. But I respect everyone that comes to my channel. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the view. But for those that don't respect my channel, don't need to come back. Period. They can unsubscribe. Because when they leave, 5 more people gonna come. So I'm good with that. You know what I mean? Because if I respect people's channels, they need to respect mine. Like just because me and Queen Regina had that disagreement, I never went to Queen Regina's channel and started disrespecting her. I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to do that. I don't agree with some of the stuff that Queen Regina be saying when she talked to Lonnie, but I don't have nothing to do with it. That's something that they got to work out with each other sooner or later. And for the best thing for me to do is just stay out of it. Just say my piece and just stay out of it. Because I don't have any problems with neither one of these women. You know what I mean? Word. I look over there at Bishop, and I got a lot of respect for Bishop because Bishop will take up for himself. He will speak up for himself. I got a lot of respect for him. I do. Honestly, I do. You know what I mean? I don't mean no harm. I wish Bishop would give these guys around here a good talking to. I wish he could talk to some of these guys I work with. Bishop would lay down the law. We need somebody like Bishop. Because these guys, oh Lord, some of them okay, some of them ain't. You know what I mean? You know? I'm going to put it like this. I never seen Bishop had one day where he looked defeated. Never. These other dudes in real life that I work with, that are my co-workers, when they go to the job, before they even get there, they're defeated. I mean, I showed on camera people sleeping. I'm showing on camera. People being asleep. People not being aware of where they are at. They're not aware of their surroundings. People coming already inebriated or drunk, already high. They haven't slept all night. They've been running from the police all night. Or the police have been sneaking up on them and telling them, hey, you got to fucking move or I'm going to give you a ticket. Shout out to the chat. Some of them I've been knowing for years. I've been knowing them for years. Their face don't look the same. I can look at my face from when I was 45 years old to what I look like now. My face really hasn't changed that much. My hair is turning gray. Yes. Yes, I put on some weight. Yes. That's different. But everything else is the same. The voice is the same. The mannerisms is the same. Everything is the same. Nothing is different. Nothing. I don't think I'm going to change that much. I think I'm going to be who I am. And people either accept me for me or don't. You know what I mean? People ain't got to hide who they really are from me. Just be you. And I'm going to be me. That's one thing oh Lord. Shout out to the chat. You know? Word. So it's 30 minutes into the video. It's 30 minutes. It's the middle of the night. There was one person I had a disagreement with not too long ago. And, I decided, to leave it alone. Let time do its thing. That's what I decided to do. It rained all day yesterday. I left out of here. I went down to the store. And one of the guys that used to work there, he showed up yesterday. And I haven't seen him in a long time. He showed up. I spoke with him, but I didn't really stay that long. Because I think he was talking to the other lady a little bit deeper, you know what I mean? Because she works there and he used to work there. Ever since he left that store, the store ain't been the same. They ain't been making the same money. They don't be open like that, like the way they used to. One of my homegirls told me a long time ago, she said, Arabia, if I was you, I would never go to that store again. I said, well, it's close by, it's close to the house. They sell stuff for a little less price than the other store. The other store, you go in there, you buy a dozen of eggs, he's charging you $6. But if you go down to the store just after that, it's $3. It's $3.04. If you buy a box of the smoked sausage in his store, it's almost $8. You go down to the other store, it's $4.50. That's a big thing. It's a big thing. You know what I mean? Word. Shout out to the chat. I read the chat already. I seen who was in here already. Shout out to Just Jay and shout out to Queen Regina. They was in here. You know? I'm gonna let people do them. You know what I mean? For real, for real. But yeah, yesterday I had my video, The Fisherman's Ring. I'm gonna go deeper into what I'm doing the research on, and go from there. That's what I'm gonna do. We see that there's some stuff brewing on the YouTube streets between Sis and Finichi right now. And they're going to go through it because you got to remember both of these dudes, not only were they talking like whenever Sis went live, but they were talking from behind the scenes. And it's a different feel when you're talking to someone behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Word. It's just like right now, if I'm sitting in the bed and my phone rings, I'm going to answer the phone. Because it's what? This early in the morning. Nobody really calls me this early in the morning unless, you know, they want to talk or they just checking up. They just checking in, whatever. Whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So in a few more days, it'll be Christmas. How many of y'all going to be celebrating Christmas? The birthday of Nimrod, because it's not the birthday of Jesus Christ. Or should I say, it's not the birthday of Isha. ISA. That's his real name. If you use the Islamic tongue for it, the Arabic tongue. His name is not Jesus. There was no Jesus. How can it be? How could his name have been Jesus when the letter J wasn't even invented then? Because the Bible itself was written in Latin, Greek, Hebrew. You know what I mean? And I don't think none of those languages had the letter J in it. They didn't. So when I picked up the Quran years ago, and I was like, who is this person? That they had to break it down for me. You know what I mean? They had to break it down for me because my brother, he had two Qurans. He had two Qurans, two holy Qurans in the house. He had one Torah in the house. He had one holy Bible in the house. So when he became a 5%er, he kept all those books. He kept all those spiritual texts. That's what he did. He played the videos because back then they had the VHS tapes, and he also had the books that was written by different people that were a part of the Nation of Islam, and he had a lot of books that Elijah Muhammad had wrote. And I read most of those books. And I can't sit here and say, well, I didn't read the book or I didn't understand the book. My comprehension skills is pretty good. It's pretty good. That's the way it is. And the more that I think about it, as you do your research on anything, you read a book, you read a magazine article, you read more than one book on the same subject, you read long enough, you start seeing the truth in what you're reading. If you can comprehend. If you can comprehend. Just like if you go to the library right now and you pick up a book and you read that book, let's say you check it out, you read that book, you might like the book. You might like the book so much you want to read the book again and again. So you take it back to the library, and what do? You let the librarian know, look, I wanted to extend my time with this book. So what you do, you give them your library card. They do something with it, and then be like, okay, you got another 2 weeks with this book. So you take the book back home. You read the book some more, cover to cover. Then you be like, okay, I really like this book. So you find out who the author is. You find out who the publishing company is, who published that book for them. And some people go as so deep as to find out whatever they can find out about the author. And once they find out about the author, they do their little research. Then they find out what other kind of books that this person had wrote. And they go and seek them out. It's just like when Tommy Sotomayor first came to these YouTube streets. I knew Tommy had more than one video out. When he went live, you listen to the live video. Then if he had other videos up, you listen to them. If he had any shorts up, you listen to that. And so forth and so forth. That's how you do. Like when you find YouTube creators that you like, you do the exact same thing you would do for a book. That's what you would do if you really like that YouTube creator. That's the only thing you need to do. Shout out to the chat. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Lonnie, that you? In the chat? Hold on, you guys. I'm doing something real quick. Because I want to see something. Because I don't want to get anything misconstrued. Hold on. Damn. Now I'm up. Hold on. Yeah, what's up, Lonnie? Yeah. I see what Just Jay just typed in. Just Jay, that's fine. That happened a long time ago. She's not doing it now. Okay, thank you for reminding me, Just Jay. That happened over a year ago. I don't care what she did. That happened over a year ago. Thank you, Lonnie, for coming in. Queen Regina, I seen you. You was in here. Thank you for coming in. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So yeah, that's what I've discovered. As time went on, it don't take long for these phones to charge neither. It don't take them long at all. I tell you, it's early in the morning. Hold on, you guys. I gotta look outside the door for a minute. Dang. Yeah, man. It is early. Yeah. So in a few more hours, the whole city gonna be waking up. It's quiet down here right now. It's real quiet. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, Just Jay, if you really wanted to know who called me a bitch, it was you. When I went to your channel and as I was leaving, you had called me a stupid bitch. That's what I heard you say. I don't give a fuck about nobody calling me no kind of name. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never, ever hurt me. Never. So it is what it is. People can agree or disagree. You did that bullshit in my chat the other day. I asked you to stop. You refused to stop. I went to your channel to talk to you about it. You wanted to act like a jackass, so I left. But in my leaving, you called me a stupid bitch. Then when I went back to your channel to play the same video, Just Jay, I wanted to replay it to hear you more clearly. Yeah, it wasn't no mistake. You did call me a stupid bitch. Thank you very much. I'm not going to follow you up about that shit. You will never do the shit I've done on this app. Okay? You will never do what I've done on this app. Whether it be smart, whether it be dumb, whether it be emotions being mixed up in it, it is what it is. I'm going to be me, you be you. And don't worry about, this and that. You know what I mean? I like you, but I see how you feel about me. So it's okay. It's cool. And I don't got nothing against you, but I'm not going to fuck with you like that no more. You know? Because I feel like this. If it happened once, it's going to happen again. So to keep trouble from happening, I just won't go back over there. Just like I said, if I had an issue with Queen Regina, I let it be known on my platform. And when Queen Regina came over, me and Queen Regina, we had a talk. I said what I had to say. Queen Regina listened, and that was it. I never had a problem with Queen Regina. Yes, in the past, me and Lonnie has had issues. We have had problems. But when we move past the problem, we move past it. And it is what it is. I don't give a fuck about what she did when she was a managing moderator over here. We was at war. Do you understand that? Do you understand the words that's coming out of my mouth? We was at war. So of course she was going to strike back. She's supposed to strike back. If a motherfucker's attacking you, yeah, you attack the best way you know how. And you talking about something you really don't know the real deal about. You don't know the history about that. You only know what I told you, or you only know what people have mentioned or what people have said. I don't give a fuck what nobody on this app say about me or about nobody I like, because that's not going to change my mind. You know? It's just like if I got an issue with Lonnie, I know not to typically type in her chat. Hit the link. Ask for the link. When I dropped the link that day, neither one of y'all hit the link. Lonnie said she was at work or whatever the case may be. But the thing is, I went to both of y'all channel. I went to your channel. You dropped me. Then when I came back, you had all kinds of disrespect. So I left. When I went to Lonnie's channel, I asked her to drop the link. She dropped the link, and me and Lonnie talked. There was no issue. She didn't call me a bitch. She didn't call me a stupid bitch. She was like, yeah, we X, Y, and Z happened in the chat, da-da-da-da. Because when I asked you to stop trolling, you refused to stop. That's what I got an issue with. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. That's the way it is. You don't got no respect for me, but I got for you. We can fix that. I don't have to fuck with you like that no more. Don't. Because if it happened once, it's going to happen again. And I ain't got no time for it. This ain't 3 years ago. This ain't 4 years ago. This is now. Like if anyone got an issue with me, I always say that. If anyone has an issue with me, I always go live on my StreamYards and I drop the link. And you know what? Nobody hits the link. Nobody says, let me come up in here and say to Arabia, look, Arabia, I got an issue with you. I got X, Y, and Z with you. I got a beef with you. It doesn't happen. I've dropped my link plenty of times. Nobody ever comes up and say, yeah, I got an issue with you, or I don't like what you did. There was a beef between me and Sis. We were arguing a little bit, beefing a little bit. When I came in Sis' chat, Sis told me, Arabia, since you have so much to say in your own video, hit the link. What happened? I hit the link. But before any of that, when he was doing what he was doing, and I didn't like it, what did I do? I picked up my phone and I called in on that number. So it's not like I drop people and be like, oh, I don't give a fuck what they talking about. If you really want to have a conversation with someone, that's what you do. That's what you do. That's how you do it. And I think I've been doing that for a while now. I even did it on my other channel. Just like recently, I got a misunderstanding with someone. I'm not going to air it. I'm not going to air my business to the whole fucking world. It's just some things you don't talk about. You leave it, but I'm leaving it between me and that young lady. So that's what I do. And that's what I might end up doing later on. If anybody got an issue, they can hit my link. Talk about it then. Since it's not fair game, it was fair with Lonnie because you know why? Because I've been dealing with Lonnie longer. I've been dealing with Lonnie longer. Like any of these YouTubers that I want to talk to, and they're live, if they got the link, I'd be like, yo, drop the link, please. And if they don't see it right away, one of the moderators will see it. The moderator would drop the link. It has happened. And I'm telling you right now, it's a difference between the OGs and the ones that just got here, the ones that just arrived. Some of the ones that just arrived, they kind of cool. I like them. I could deal with them. You know what I mean? I wish they knew how to drop their links. But it's okay. It's okay. I really don't care about all that. But I just found it kind of strange, you know what I mean? I was able to talk to one woman and the other one I'm not able to talk with. They want to come with some kind of insults and some kind of crap that happened 2-3 years ago. It's not about what happened 2-3 years ago. So what's going on now? Me and her don't have an issue now. And I know a lot of people would like to see us fighting, but that's not going to happen. Keep wishing. A lot of people want to see me and Lonnie fight again. It's not going to happen. You know why? Because we're two adult women and we could talk to each other. Period. I remember not too long ago, probably maybe over a month now, maybe more than that. There was an issue happening in Vince the Sniper chat between me and another moderator. What happened? Vince dropped the link. I came up. I said what I said. I left. She came up. She said what she said. She left. We wasn't able to get on the same link because not because I didn't want to talk to her, because she didn't want to talk to me. I'm talking about True Essence. And I had to catch True Essence over there on the meal ticket. And the meal ticket had the link drop. So I came up there, hit the link, and I let True Essence know, look, I don't really got an issue with you, but X, Y, and Z. And she was like, oh, Arabia, I just want to extend my apology to you. And we talked, and then we moved on. That's what we do. True Essence been on these YouTube streets forever. I've always heard about her name. So I've always been aware of who she was. You know what I mean? Word. Selena, whoever. All the everyone that's here now, they were here 3 years ago. I'm gonna put it like that. They were doing videos. They were doing content, whether it be reaction or going after someone or whatever the case may be. Or maybe they was talking about something they love to do. Shout out to the chat. But for the most part, this channel has not been a reaction channel. This channel has not been a beef channel. Yeah, I say my little shit about people every now and then, but so what? They talk about me, and everyone is still living. This ain't like we close by, like we in the same town or something. You know? I remember a mug a couple of years ago, a mug from off this YouTube streets came off the YouTube streets and killed the young lady that he was talking to on the YouTubes. And what it was, he knew what she looked like. She didn't know what he looked like. They lived in the same town. They was in the same district. They went to the same college. He went there, he shot and killed the woman, and then shot and killed himself. These YouTubes ain't no joke. Social media ain't no joke at all. Just like I said, one of my brothers, he got into a beef with another dude on social media. What did he do? He went to the dude's house, confronted the dude. They went to high school together. So he already knew that the dude was a punk. He already knew that. And my brother, when he goes, he didn't take his gun. He took his taser. He tases niggas. That's what he does. He's 51 years old now. He knows it's not all about guns. He stopped using a gun years ago. Shout out to the chat. When I seen that he was having a beef with the dude, I already knew who the dude was. I said, oh, the beef getting ready to end in another hour or so. And I was right. He went straight to that dude's house. That's how people do. It is what it is. So it's kind of cool that people want to remind me about someone else's sins, but they don't want nobody to talk about their sins on the YouTubes. It's kind of strange. You know what I mean? Word. So it is what it is. Like I said, every channel I've ever created is still here. None of them have been banned. All of them are here. I can't remember Well, I do remember when I had issues with the other channel and people tried to silence me, and it didn't work. None of their flags went through. None of them. None of their flags worked because that channel is still up. That channel is still operational. And I'm not talking about all the other channels I created. I'm talking about the channel where it was over 600 subscribers. And one of my moderators remember it very well, because the last 3 moderators I had, they remember that channel very well. Shout out to the chat. 3 of them. Donna, DL, and Khadijah. 3 queens. If somebody was in the chat and something was going on and Khadijah was in the end, because Donna and DL, they were more chill. They were more like, we're just going to chill. Not Khadijah. Khadijah would be like, she'll hit the link. Yo, Ray dropped the link. I dropped the link. Yo, Ray, such and such is going on in the chat. If she, she was like letting me know, I'd be like, all right. And then she go back in the chat. Because she'll let me know, look, I want to talk to this person. Me and this person, we typically type and we having a discussion right now. She didn't want me to become alarmed. So she did the right thing. She hit the link and let me know. There's somebody in the chat that I'm having a discussion with. I'm going to finish having a discussion with them. I'm just coming up to let you know. There have been sometimes Khadijah would hit the link and Khadijah would rock out with me all through the rest of the video. Supported my channel. That's what she did. That's what she still does. You know what I mean? She showed up earlier when I went live earlier. Khadijah been with me a long time. Khadijah was with me way before I met Lonnie and the rest of them. Khadijah. So if I've been on these YouTube streets and I'm an OG, that means she's an OG too. And I respect the people that used to moderate for me. Because everything ain't going to be sunshine all the time. And it don't rain all the time neither. There's no sunshine all the time. There's no rain all the time. Just like yesterday, I was in Finici's chat, right? Perfect example. I know Finici is a weirdo. And I said, damn. I said, Nini Kuzimu Kilavakati Mortantaria, as usual. Weirdo. Finici didn't say, hey, Arabia, he didn't call me no name, nothing. And then after a while, I left. I'm like, Finici ain't talking about nothing. He just up here complaining about X, Y, and Z. He argued with that one. I said, let me leave. I left. I went to a whole nother sector in the YouTubes. I went somewhere else. Then I went on Google. Then I went through my phone. Then I went back on YouTube. Then I went to the store. Then I cooked me something to eat. That's what I do. If I'm not working, don't have to work that day. So shout out to the chat. So that's how that go. That's how the cookie crumbles. And don't worry, it is what it is. So I see other people just went live. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. It is what it is. Now I'm a 4, which is the county of New York. Yeah. That's why I like New Yorkers. People from the North more better than people from the South or any other place in the United States. People from the North have a different understanding of different things. They do. Their comprehension skills are different. The way they talk to people is different. The way they express themselves is different. You know, New York, New Jersey, you got Connecticut, you got Pennsylvania, you got Delaware, then you got Maryland, and Baltimore, Maryland. One of my homegirls, she was from Baltimore. She was from Baltimore, Maryland, and she was a trip. She was a trip. She was a nice lady, but she had a lot of weird ways about her. You know what I mean? I remember she was dating this one dude, and she left with him. They left South Carolina, and they went to Miami. Why did she go to Miami? I have no fucking idea. But she didn't have no good luck in Miami. She decided to leave Miami. So she left Miami. She came back to South Carolina for a little while. She was here for a couple of months. And then after the couple of months, what did she do? She went back to Baltimore. But before she went back to Baltimore, because I remember the night she was leaving, she called my phone like 10 o'clock that evening. And like, Ray, I'm leaving. I'm going back to Baltimore. And that's where she did. And before she left, she was like, I'm going back to Baltimore. She said, Arabia, you should consider going back to New York. She said, well, you should consider. You know what I mean? Maybe I should have listened to her. You know what I mean? Because Birdman, he was, he was gonna, because I knew, when he fell those couple of times, I kept telling him, like, yo, something gonna happen. And sure enough, what happened? So now he gone, she gone, my homegirl KK, she moved. She didn't move like out of the state of South Carolina. She just moved. I don't know exactly where she moved. You know what I mean? I know she doing her. You know what I mean? We got social media. We talk on Facebook. So it's not like I'm missing anything. You know what I mean? Word. She's a New Yorker. New Yorkers know how to take care of themselves. Regardless if they have what they need to have or not. We know how to look out for ourselves. Take care of ourselves. Shout out to the chat. Some people help out, and that's good. For everyone that supports this channel, I always thank them. For everyone that supports this channel, I always thank them. You know what I mean? Sometimes, and I've been in this position where you'll do something for somebody and they won't say thank you, they won't acknowledge you, they won't do none of that. You know what I mean? And you got some people that will. You know what I mean? That's the way it goes. That's the way the cookie crumbles. That's life in the fast lane. That's the way it usually goes. You can't get mad. You can only get happy. You can only get glad. You can't get mad. Yeah. So, let's see. Yeah, because I had to do that earlier. So, let me make sure it's in here. Because I don't want to miss a thing. Yep, and I can read it. I can read it very well. Very, very well. Yeah. Yeah. See, same shit was happening in here. But I was able to stop it. And that this avatar right here, One of my supporters, one of my support team did that avatar for me. Matter of fact, they did a whole lot of avatars for me. And I didn't have to pay them nothing. They just gave me the avatar and said, here you go. Use this one for your channel. And I had to go through those avatars again like last week. And I was like, damn, which one I want to use now? So it is what it is. And that's another thing. I don't come on this bitch, right? Talk ish and then don't never show who I am. I've never done that. I've never done it. Like right now, I got my avatars on. My avatar look just like me, right? So let's say I want to turn on my camera, right? Let's say I want to turn on my camera. And I say to myself, oh shit, I want to turn on my camera. I want to do X, Y, and Z. Okay? So I would turn it on. Everyone knows what I look like. Everyone. I mean, I took let's see, I think I did it earlier. And I said to myself, oh shit, X, Y, and Z. So I love when I do like certain videos and I'm on camera and everyone can see me. You know what I mean? Word. Cause I camera up, and you got some people on this app that there's nothing wrong with their physical looks, but they will never cam up. They will never do it. I don't know why they won't do it. You know, it's nothing. Let's do that again. See? Even in my shorts, I camera up. If I'm doing an upload, I camera up. If you don't see me on camera, you just don't see me on camera. There's a lot of people on this app that like to talk mad cold cash shit, but you don't never see what they look like. Never. Ever. And I'm like, I don't know why. And then when a camera slip happens, or when someone has the information, like, okay, this is the person behind this avatar, ain't nothing wrong with the person. They're not missing an arm. They're not sitting in a wheelchair. They're not on no crutches. You know, their hair not all over the place. Shout out to the chat. They just look like regular people to me. But a lot of people feel like they want to keep their anonymity. It's not necessary. It's not necessary at all. But, you know, I'm going to talk my ish, and it is what it is. 914 Westchester County, New York. This is your home girl, Arabia Barbosa. Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm good with me. And as long as I'm good with me, I'm always going to be good. And I'm out. Need I say any more? Peace, y'all. Y'all have a good one.